Your Chris 6 weather forecast with meteorologist Bill Alexander.
Hey, good afternoon, folks. That did turn out to be a good day after that fog went away. Mostly cloudy and then partly cloudy in the afternoon. Even a little bit of sun came out and it was glorious. But look at the temperature. A southeast wind kicked the temperature up into the 80s over much of the area. In fact, if you take a look along the Kingsville area into the middle 80s, just a lot of cooking going on out there. Lots of sun too, but no rain. We're 3/4 of an inch below normal for this time of the month. Here's the big picture, though. You're not seeing as many clouds as you saw the last several days on this enhanced satellite rendering here, and you can see most of that moisture now confined to the area basically west of the mountains of Mexico, back in the Baja there. So the much drier air is coming across. That's because the ridge in the upper atmosphere is beginning to take over for the next several days, and that's what's caused these temperatures to soar. 92 degrees in Laredo right now. You can see the 90s along the middle Rio Grande Plains there, 80s all the way up to the Red River. Yeah, it feels a lot like spring out there. Only the immediate coastline here is sitting around the 70-degree mark. Water temperature at 68 there at Malachite Beach. But look in the interior, upper 80s. In fact, when you start to factor in relative humidities, now all of a sudden we're talking feel-like temperatures, heat index values well up into the upper 80s, pushing 90 degrees at this hour. And you can see that. Look at the dew points. You're hitting 70 now, so it's getting pretty sweltery out there. And that's going to be a continuing saga for the next several days. Visibilities are still good right now, but once again tonight you're going to see them really cratering down to a mile or less over much of the area. I don't think it'll be quite as widespread as it was this morning because you're going to keep the wind up just a little bit, but still be aware right along the coastal zones it's going to be pretty thick out there in your morning drive. No big relief from cold fronts coming down, though. You're going to see this front come down and come to a screeching halt during your day Friday. Not going to make it to us. Sorry about that, folks. And then it kicks on off. And the reason? This ridge sitting in here. Notice the shower and thunderstorm activity during that period right along the front. But this upper level disturbance off to the west lifts off and weakens as it moves to the north and northeast. Big snowstorm from the Rockies into the Central Plains. Lots of rain and thunderstorms down into the Texas South Plains. But around here, well, we miss it. And of course, it kicks off to the north, and that ridge is just close enough to keep the rain away from us, at least until the early part of next week when we'll pick up some isolated showers, but only isolated. There's not a lot going on out there. In fact, Monday through Wednesday, we're looking at less than 1/10 of an inch of accumulated rainfall, and that's not enough to even get the cars wet. So this is what we're going to see tonight as we move through the overnight and early morning hours, only dropping into the middle 60s for a low temperature. And notice the wind. It does, in fact, stay up a bit. And as you move through the day tomorrow, warming nicely, in fact, into the lower, even middle 80s in the 3 to 4 p.m. time frame with that gusty southeasterly wind. This is what we're seeing for the next several days. Not a lot of rain out there. You have to go to next week for that. Guys?